Hey, what's up, guys? This is Foster from English Nui Cru. Don't know why I always specify that it is actually Foster from English Nui Cru. I'm sure that you know that by now. I suppose I just say that out of habit. So, anyway, today it's just me. Yesterday, Alexia lost a close family friend. So, you guys are probably going to be stuck with me for the next couple of days. But of course, if you are on Instagram or you just want to send some of Alexia's way, that would be much appreciated. So, for some reason, whenever something serious happens, there's an accident, someone passes away, um, I tend to get really sentimental, as I imagine a lot of us do. And when you think about your life and the important things in your life, normally you think about people. So, we have to do a Cambly ad, which is not as fun today as it is on normal days. But I thought that the idea of just connecting with people is so important. I imagine when I'm an old man with gray hair, I already have gray hair, but I'm only 29 years old. But I imagine when I'm much older that when I'm reflecting and thinking about my life, I will just think about the people. It's certainly something every time I travel. When I think about Brazil, I don't think about, like, oh, I saw Cristo, that was so cool. Oh, I went to Pão de Açúcar. No, I always think about, oh, Alexia, Pablo, Thiago, I think about my friends, the faces, the conversations that I had with them. And that's what Cambly is all about, is just connecting with people. And that's what language learning should really be about. I think that's what your goal should be, is to connect with real people. So as always, you can go to Cambly.com or download the Cambly app on your iPhone or Android, whatever kind of smart device you have, and use the code EnglishNuiCru to get your first class with a real person for free. Connect with real people. Make your life a story worth telling. Let's get on with the show. Oi, fala aí, pessoal. Bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Okay, guys, because it's just me today and I did not really have anything planned for a solo episode, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to do it on the fly. That is a good phrase in English, on the fly or off the cuff. Those are two different ways to say without much planning or preparation. I'm just kind of saying whatever I think. I'm improvising. So I was in my sentimental mood that I sometimes get in this morning. And for some reason, I got an email from a company that I used to have some connections with. And it reminded me of a weird time in my life and what I think is a good story. So I'm going to tell it. So, where to start? Okay, so after I graduated college, after university, I moved to Spain for a while. I started teaching English. I was really in love with the fact of, I was really passionate about education, we can say. But that is really when I started recognizing I don't think I want to work in a normal educational system for a lot of different reasons. Maybe I'm not the best teacher for kids. I was teaching 5th and 6th graders at the time, so like 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. So imagine having a classroom of like 50 Spanish 10-year-olds just screaming at you all the time. And the director of the school and I did not have the best relationship, but that is another story for another time. So anyway, I left Spain about a year and a half later. I knew that I wanted to work in education, but I knew that I didn't really want to work in education in the traditional sense, like in a traditional school. So I moved to New York because a lot of my friends were there, and I thought New York sounded awesome, the center of the world. And obviously, I was not thinking financially at that time. But I started working for this NGO, this nonprofit. NGO is a non governmental organization, ONG, you would say in Portuguese. So I was working for this company called Pencils of Promise. They are an amazing organization that the main thing they do, they build schools throughout the world. I think they built probably over 500 schools now. Um, they do a lot of great things, really cool stuff. I recommend you checking them out, Pencils of Promise. But the reason I'm mentioning that today is because when I started with them, they were still a very small company, and we shared our office space with another company called Holsty. And Holsty is a company that just makes like strange little things like frames and things with quotes and just cool random things for your house. I'm really not exactly sure what they do. But the reason Holsty got famous is because they had what they called a Holsty Manifesto. So this was kind of their company brand. Um, it was just a manifesto about what the company believes in, and they made it into this beautiful poster. And a lot of it kind of went viral. So a lot of people really started getting into it. And they had this huge, huge poster that just sat in front of my desk every day. So when I was living in New York, not knowing what I was going to do with my life, I was 22, 23 years old at the time, not making any money. Every day I would go into work and I would see this huge poster. And this is what the poster said. This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you are looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. All emotions are beautiful. When you eat, appreciate every last bite. Open your mind, arms, and heart to new things and people. We are united in our differences. Ask the next person you see what their passion is and share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often. Getting lost will help you find yourself. Some opportunities will only come once. Seize them. Life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them. So go out and start creating. Life is short. Live your dream and wear your passion. So that's it, guys. That is the Holsty Manifesto. I thought it was appropriate for today, and I hope it gives you some motivation, a little kick in the ass to start living your life, because life is short. This is your life. Do what you want with it. I'm not saying just give up all of your responsibilities and move to Thailand or something, but maybe just think a little bit more mindfully about the fact that we are all on this weird little planet right now together for a short time. Okay, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. As always, keep up the good fight and lose well.